trying to get you to breathe, relax. Okay, so like for instance, there was this one private party I did. This one lady, I got her two late husbands, and I could see them perfectly. I knew what they looked like. I knew how they dressed. I knew their jobs. I knew it's double. Okay, all right. So I guess we can start.
Yes, you can.
Hi,
Hi.
Sonya. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so I'd like to start out with just asking you, just kind of for the record, have you ever had a reading with me before?
No, I haven't.
Have you ever been to a group that I was doing?
No.
No? Okay, have you ever met me at all? You just saw me on Facebook, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, all right, so I want to tell you some things of what happens when I do readings, okay? So some of the things might just, I don't know, seem a little odd, I guess. I tend to stare to the side of you and not look at you directly as much. And it's not because I'm ignoring you, it's just because that's somehow how I get the information. And you might see that my eyes go back and forth like this too. I might also make strange faces because I've seen this in pictures. And I do stuff with my hands sometimes, okay? The whole time I'm gonna ask you, does this make sense? Does this not make sense? Okay, so sometimes I will get something that seems very peculiar or vague to me, or things that don't make any sense. They don't need to make sense for me, they only need to make sense for you. Okay, so, and segments, sometimes I'm looking these little pieces. So like this one reading that I did, I saw a cardboard box. So I didn't see anything else. So I was like, really? And then so I had to ask the client, does a cardboard box make sense to you? And now if she had been packing boxes because she was moving or something like that, then that would make sense, you know? But she wasn't, so she said no. Then I saw that there was kittens in the box. Then I seen there was kids running around. And there was something funny. Then I seen it was in a barn. Then I seen that there was a rope, and that was significant. So it came to me in little pieces. So whatever I get, all I can do is tell you. I get pictures or videos or words, sentences, and lots of feelings. The feelings I have to interpret, like what does this feel like, okay? So yeah, just kind of going with me because this is all for you, and you have to be the one that understands it. If you don't, I will either get more or I'll just keep getting the same thing over and over and over again. So just while we're doing it, just, I guess, think of the possibilities, you know, of what I'm talking about. Sometimes I don't always know if I'm picking up a person, if that's a person that's here or a person that's passed. Might take me a bit to figure that out. And, okay, so any questions?
No.
Okay, so a topic or subject you want to know about today? Or is there a person you wanted to come through?
A person.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to tell you the person that's coming to me. This may or may not be the person that you were hoping for. Some people are stronger than others, and we all have many people up there that want to talk, okay? So we'll just see who this is. Okay, so I'm seeing a woman who's heavier, and it looks like she had a long life because her hair looks to be mostly white to me, and it has some curl or wave in it. Is this making sense to you so far?
Yes.
And this is sounds like the person you wanted to come through.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. She seems like, for the most part, she's very sweet and giving, but she could be very firm as well and strong. Does this make sense too?
Yes.
Okay. And also, like, she was pretty soft-spoken most of the time, but she didn't have any problems raising her voice if it was necessary. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm seeing what I believe is a station wagon. Could be a van, but I think it's a station wagon. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. And that's significant in some way? Yes? Okay. Okay. I'm also seeing a swimming pool. Is that making sense too?
Yes.
Okay, so are these all validations that is the right person?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I'm asking about like how she feels about you, so I can like pick up the relationship that you have with her. She feels motherly, so that could also be like mother, grandmother, or somebody who was close to that kind of relationship.
Mhm.
Is this your mom?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. She's telling me that sometimes it's hard for you to be strong.
Yes.
And when you look at her and her life, it didn't seem like she had such a hard time being strong. Does that make sense?
Yes. Mhm.
Okay. Okay. I'm seeing a chocolate bar, like a Hershey's candy bar. Does that make sense too?
Mhm.
Okay. 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 Questions that you have for her, things that you want to know.
I know I couldn't be there when she passed, and
Okay.
I feel horrible.
She's telling me that yes, you were. To her, yes, you were. The closeness that the two of you had is what made you there for her. She felt you with her even though you weren't physically there. Sometimes I said, like, I see the strangest thing. I'm seeing a spoon. Does that make sense to you? I know that's pretty vague. It does make sense to you? Okay. Okay. When she passed, it feels very light, very peaceful, angelic even. She was ready. She felt ready inside.
Yeah, she was.
She doesn't want you to have any regret for not being there. She wants you to understand what it was like for her. It was easy. It was peaceful. She was filled with all this love. It was very easy for her to pass and cross. There was a person there for her to help her. It's a man with dark hair who was a little bit heavier, like not a really big man, but a little heavier. He has dark hair, either not much on top, a receding hairline, something like that. But definitely had some hair on the sides. Do you know who this would be?
Mhm.
Okay. She was really glad to see him. Like, joyous, so happy.
That was her dad.
Okay. There were circumstances of why you couldn't get there. Something was going on that you couldn't get there. Yes?
Yes.
Like totally, like you were not able to. Okay. You felt it when she passed. Yes? You had a knowing.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't usually get people telling me that like you were there, but now I'm understanding that more because you could feel it. She could feel you. So you were there. There are things that you didn't get to tell her that you wanted to tell her. Yes? Have you taken the time to do that since she's passed?
I have.
Okay. And you go to her cemetery, yes?
No.
No. Not a cemetery plot. Does she not have one?
No.
Okay. There's some connection between, like, do you have an urn with her ashes or something? There's some connection with you, like, visiting, that you're close to that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I have
Okay.
her right here with me.
Okay. 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 Because I just felt the connection, like somebody who would go to see, you know, the grave. Okay. She's showing me so many different things. I'm getting cheese slices where you have to peel the plastic off of the American cheese. Does this make sense to you too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She wants to make sure that you know that it's her. Okay. Other questions that you have for her. And keep in mind, anybody that crosses, they know everything. I mean, literally everything. So you can ask anything that you want.
Is there a little child there?
I see a little girl, and she has light colored hair, and it's either curly or wavy. And often, if babies pass or like miscarriage, I often see them as toddlers. So I am seeing this little girl as a toddler. She's very sweet and giving, like picking flowers and handing flowers to people. This is a situation of baby or very early, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. I can tell you what she would be like, her personality, if you'd like. Okay, she likes to talk a lot. She's got a lot of energy, like, and she bounces from one thing to another thing to another thing, and she's giving, like these flowers, like she wants to do things for people. She's always doing things for people. She wants you to know that it's okay, that it's totally okay that she's there. You blame yourself in some regard, yes?
Mm-hmm.
It's not in any way you're doing your fault. She doesn't want you to hold on to that. Your mom doesn't want you to hold on to that. This may not be any consolation, but the message I'm getting is things happen. And there's a circle of life. You know, we're born and then we die, and then we're born again and then we die, and it's the circle, and it's just how that circle was supposed to be in that circumstance. But you wonder, is what I'm feeling, that, like, what would her life have been like? Like, what did you miss? Yes?
Mm-hmm.
She's telling me you didn't miss anything. That's the way it was supposed to be. Like, there's nothing that you need to hold on to, like something was missed, or you did something wrong, or it feels like after that you stopped in some way. You stopped going forward. You stopped parts of your life.
Mm-hmm.
It like you just became frozen. And it's difficult for you to go towards things that are joyful. It almost feels like you don't feel like you're supposed to have any. Does this make sense?
Yeah, in a way it is.
Okay. They are both happy, safe, no pain, completely peaceful. Your mom has an angelic look to me. She's very white, how I see angels. There's a strong cord connecting you to her. She stays connected to you. Okay. So that's something else that you wanted to ask her, and then I'll see what messages she has for you.
Just wondering how she's like doing out there, and
She's busy. She feels like in charge of a lot. Happily busy, helping people. And she's telling me it's not like you could bake bread up there. But she would be if she could.
I just baked bread yesterday.
Okay. Okay. So that's just to let you know she's with you. You know, she knows what you're doing. She knows what happens in your life. She knows how you feel too, and she wants you to feel better. Okay. So ask her what messages she has for you. The little girl that I picked up, you at that age were very much the same with picking flowers and giving them to people. You have that same giving people things. Yes, that's part of you?
Yeah.
Okay. She's telling me things are not as bad as they seem. That every day is a new day. And grab onto that. You have a lot to be thankful for. So, focusing on that would be helpful for you. You know, instead of looking at the past, look at what's now. Okay, now I'm going to ask you some questions because I'm curious, and I think other people would be as well. Okay, explain to me the station wagon. How does that fit for her?
We had an old station wagon, and
Okay.
we would take trips to the beach, and we'd be sitting in the back.
Okay. Slice of cheese.
She just likes sliced cheese and not the blocks.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. And what else was there? A spoon?
We used to collect spoons, little, like the little silver ones.
Decorative?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. And what were the other things that came? I don't recall. Do you recall? The other things? I can't remember now. Okay. Okay. But you knew it was her, yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so, any other questions? Any other things that you want to know about your life or anything that's going on with you?
If she sees the boys.
Yes. She's calling them strong boys. She's proud of them. Are they both very thin? Or at like average or thin?
2 of them are, yeah.
Because I'm seeing 2. Okay, okay. I believe she is talking about these 2 boys, thinner ones, that they can get into trouble. Like they're always into stuff. Like from young on, always into stuff. Very curious and into stuff. Does this make sense?
In the younger
When they were
days,
younger?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they could, like, they're outside too long, or, I don't know, doing stuff somewhere they're not supposed to be, or like getting
Yeah.
into that kind of trouble
Yeah.
because of curiosity and just excitement. Okay. She's focusing just on those 2. Strong boys. Okay. I'm seeing somebody else. I don't know how old your children are, but I'm seeing somebody who is a little bit heavier, not real gigantic, but a little heavier, with really curly hair, a male. Does this make sense for one of your kids?
Well, can I jump?
Sure.
What about Christina?
Oh, yeah, yeah,
He's curly haired and short with one of your children.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Where is he?
Okay. Okay. Is there a new baby in the family? I'm seeing a bassinet or a crib, so I'm just this myself guessing a new baby in the family.
His son had a baby.
Okay. 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 She wants you to know that she's definitely with you. Do you have something that looks like knickknacks of hers? I believe in the kitchen? Like salt and pepper shakers or some little kind of knick-knacky?
No, I don't.
Are these things that she had, like little knickknacks? They look small, like a salt and pepper
She
shaker?
always had knickknacks at her house, yeah.
Okay, okay. But you don't, but not in your kitchen, you don't have any of them?
No,
But do you have some of them?
no, I don't have any of hers.
I do.
Oh, you
I have
do?
some of my mom's stuff.
Okay, okay. And they're smaller, like salt and pepper shaker size?
Birds, stuff like that. Knickknacks.
Okay, okay, okay. And that happens sometimes where people will jump or butt in or whatever you want to call it, you know. Okay, so are you okay if I switch over to
Yeah,
him? Would that
yeah.
be okay? You guys want to